Redfields here. So lately, a lot of MRAs and egalitarians and others have been saying, well, feminism used to be good, but now it's bad. And I'm here to tell you that that is a load of horseshit. It has always been bad. You go back and you look at the origins of feminism in the late 60s, particularly 1968, and the protest of the pageant by the feminists got them all together. They started Ms. Magazine. They started their protests. They crossed the pond. Started doing a lot of work both in the U.S. and in the UK, carrying around banners at their rallies that all men are rapists, all sex is rape. You go through, you look at the work of Millett and Dworkin, Brown Miller. So if Robin Morgan and other feminists such as Steinem have pegged down the origins of feminism to the late 60s, why is it that there's been this revisionist history in saying that feminism started with the first wave suffragette movement in the late 1800s? Well, that's simple. It gives them legitimacy to their claims, gives them a backstory that they aren't man-hating assholes, which they are, and gives them the ability to create a string of a narrative, control the narrative. I'm here to tell you, feminists, you no longer control the narrative. The internet has given us a tool to be able to go back and fact check you. You cannot hide your bullshit anymore. With the advent of the online archives of newspapers from all over the world, your previous mistakes are now public record. For instance, if you go back to October 11th, 1974, to the Ames Daily Tribune from Ames, Iowa, on the front page, you will see a quote from Robin Morgan that says, quote, "Sure, we hate men. The oppressed always hates the oppressor." End quote. This is feminism at its finest. It is the idea that the father of the household is an oppressor, that every action taken by the father for his family is oppression of the family. And who is the family? The mother, according to feminists. So when feminists start saying that feminism started with first wave, quote unquote, with the suffragette movement, it's a load of horse shit. Feminism started officially in 1968. The underpinnings started at Seneca Falls in the mid 1850s. But feminism as a movement, feminism as this all-encompassing women's movement, started in the late 60s and has co-opted every single women's movement in history to serve its goals. It's the reason why feminists hate women against feminism, because it is a women's movement they cannot co-opt. It is a women's movement they cannot control. And if feminists cannot control women, who's controlling women? Well, according to them, it's men. It's the patriarchy. That's it for today, guys.